Hi, guys. Real quick, just wanted to talk to you about shelter in place. We will not be practicing shelter in place this year because of social distancing, but it is important to know that if in the event we would need to shelter in place, you need to know how and where that's going to happen. All right. So, why do we need to know how to shelter in place? We shelter in place if there's a spill of hazardous materials somewhere here close to the school. For example, there may be a train accident or a semi truck overturned with hazardous chemicals on board. That's when the air becomes not safe. And we do have Ashland Oil fairly close to us, and we also have a highway close to us and train tracks. So this is a plausible scenario. So this is why we practice shelter in place. What is shelter in place? Basically, all students move away from the well-ventilated spaces. In that event, an announcement would be made for all of us to shelter in place. Sixth grade would shelter in place in room 21. All other students will be report to the hallways in the bottom level of the building and sit on the floor along the lockers. So kind of similar to a tornado drill, but not like a duck and cover situation. You would report, we would report down there. We would sit in the hallways all bunched up close together. Then large plastic tarps are taped over the basement doorways and the stairwell. Custodians will shut off the HVAC system, which means if we're there for a while, it's going to get toasty and warm and cozy. Nobody would be permitted to leave or enter the building at that point because we would want to shut off all access to outside chemicals getting into us. Look for this poster. It's a little turtle. It marks the location of shelter-in-place areas. So if you've ever seen this on the hallway in the classroom or the wall in the hallway, that's what that means. How long would we have to shelter in place? Well, we shelter in place until public safety officials tell us that it's safe to come out. So we would wait for police, fire, or the health department to give us a notice, and they would let Mr. Thompson know, Coach Thompson, and he would release us from our shelter in the basement. And lastly, if you've got any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, that's how a shelter in place happens and why and when and where. Talk to you later.